Hi, welcome back to Making It with Minglet. Today I wanted to show you something. I did this pull the other day. I'm trying to get my gel prints ready to go for the March challenge, and it's using gel prints. I'll have a link below, Carry the Crafter, but this is the stencil that was designed by Darcy, and I will put a link below to her channel, and you can get more information, and she will have a code where you can get a discount if you go and purchase. And this is called Peacock Swirls, but this is my favorite so far. I've done quite a few prints with it, but that one turned out exceptionally well. Now today I am back in my Scavenger Hunt 2025 book, and I've already put a few things down. I have a couple of greeting cards. Let me show them to you. And as you can see, they're wintry scenes. And the number 63 is something cold. So I have cut out these snowmen that are from wrapping paper. And then I have a snowflake that was sent to me by Dana Yates. And I'll link her channel as well. But I'm going to go ahead, and I feel pretty confident of where I want that to go. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down so it doesn't get messed up. Because you know, if it lays on the desk and I move things around on the desk, that things can happen and things get destroyed. And then there's also, I'm trying to learn how to use the new computer my husband got me. My laptop was 10 years old. And it had been sufficient for what I do, for the most part. It was sufficient for what I would do, but it's becoming obsolete. So we had to go ahead and do something about it, and it's got a lot of nicer features than what I had on my old one. So I'm trying to learn how to make those things work for me. And one of them is, trying to get your item centered, because it's not always easy to do. But I have these snowmen that I cut out from Christmas wrapping paper, because I always have snowman paper. Alright, that wasn't anything important, thank goodness. One of my daughters is not feeling well, so I want to be alert. I know it's probably not good etiquette to have my phone turned up, but when you got a sick kid, I don't care how old they are, she's having problems with migraines today, and if it gets really bad, she may or may not be able to drive herself home. So, and not only that, they're calling for winter weather. We were supposed to already have snow falling, but it's not. Let me double check the window again. No, it started at I think about 8:30. I saw a few flakes, and they flaked out. But they're still saying that we might get 2 to 4 inches, but we generally don't get a lot of snow. So it's kind of like you believe it when you see it, and it may or may not happen. And if you want to wonder what I'm using here, my husband bought new pads for his mop, and I said, wait a minute, don't throw those away. I scare him when I tell him that, because he's thinking, okay, what is she going to do with that? But it really actually works pretty well for cleaning my brush off. It's already worn out. It didn't cost me anything, so why not? Instead of using paper towels and wasting, I can use that and not waste, and have craft money for something else. But unfortunately, I bought new glasses this month, and so there will be and there's not going to be any craft budget for a couple of months, just because we've had some added expense. And we're just holding our breath. I don't know how you are at your house, but at our house, it seems that when things start breaking or have to be replaced, you think you're okay, and then something else comes up. Well, that's kind of how it goes here. We feel like it goes in threes. So we've got a wash machine that's just really, we say a prayer every time we start a load of laundry, just about, that it will last a few more. Just keep working, please, because it's getting old, and the part that it needs to keep it from vibrating severely is no longer available. So you can't. It's not like we can get the part and fix it, because a lot of times we will, make repairs ourselves, especially with my husband being retired. If we can find a YouTube that tells you how to fix it, we'll fix it. And we've gotten probably 5 extra years out of our dryer by him going and getting a part and putting it on. And the part was so inexpensive, but in our area, they charge you $100 to drive out to your house, just about. And if you decide not to fix it, you're just out the $100. So we do what we can. He learned that from his dad. He was an engineer, so if he couldn't fix it, if he could get the part, he would fix it. They didn't call for outside help, and I mean, we would call outside help if that's all we can do, if we can't do it ourselves, but we do a lot of our stuff ourselves. I mean, he cleans our cars, we do our own house cleaning, we do our own yard work. There's a few things that we'll have somebody to come in for, but it's not a tremendous amount. All right, so there we have that. That's starting to give it a cold look and making you think of cold. I went out this morning and I fed the birds so that they would have, something to eat while it's cold, and, they can get them a quick snack. And I have not heard the crow out there yet, but it's gotten to where a crow comes and visits often, and they didn't used to come around because we had hawks that lived in the backyard, and now that the crows have come, the hawks have kind of, gone away. They don't particularly like to play. Now, I kind of think that I would like to make this into a paper clip, but I'm not exactly sure how to go about it. So, I think I need some cardstock. Alright, here we go. We can make it out of this. Oh, if I cut it right, I could have the snowman on the back. So, let's see what we can do with this. Scrap. I know there's several ways to do it. I'm trying to remember. Okay, let me fold this up. And that's not straight. Welcome to my world. It's not straight. Oh, wait a minute. If I cut that out, it could go in the middle there. Let me get my little baby scissors. Nothing like changing plans, right? That's the fun for me of creating art. It is so relaxing and enjoyable not to stress. I don't worry about what people's opinion of my art is, because I do it for myself. I do it to, well, basically it is a way of distracting my mind. And I know distractions can be bad, but in my situation, distractions help me function. So I don't know, there are people like me that have chronic pain, and you do have to learn how to deal with it. It does not go away. You do not know when it's going to flare, and you don't know a lot of things. There are a lot of unknowns. First off, why did it start in the first place? Why why did I wake up one morning and not be able to put clothes on because I was having so much discomfort and pain? And I don't exactly know the answer, but at some point in time, I had nerves that got damaged, and it is most likely a result of, an autoimmune process, but that's not even. That's not even. Okay, wait. Fold in half first. That's right. Fold it in half first. All right, and then this may be a little bit stiff to even use, but let's try it. We're going to try to make it work because we cut it off one of the cards and it's already laying there. Blah, 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 blah. And it is. It's just about too stiff. And I'm fumbly fingered today. If you want a tongue twister, try saying that 3 times. Fumbly fingers. Fumbly fingers. Okay. If you have a what do you call it? The stick thing that you use for rubbing your seams down. Can't think of its name right now. If you're watching, put it in. If you think about it, put it in the chat for me because Lord knows I can't find my words. It's not happening. All right, now if I remember right, you cut a little notch in this. And then I will grab my paper clip. I got stuff falling out on me. Might as well laugh, right? All right, you're gonna hear a little rattling here while I get my paper clips out. That's right. I put them in a new container. Haha. They were hiding. Did you see where they went? Okay. I'm just going to use a standard paper clip. And it's the large size. And you put it up in... Is that right? I feel like I'm missing a part. Am I missing a part? I feel like I am. And I know I've done this before. Okay. Now, where? There. I don't know if I'm supposed to put glue in this or not. I'm going to have to go find where we created. Sharon at Texture Junkies did show me how to do this. She taught me how to do this, and it's been a while. So now I forgot, and that's not the least bit helpful, is it? Okay, that's glued, that's glued. And I know Eddie Makes Art has done them as well. So those are 2 different places that you can go and look and find out how to make this work. Because I'm not sure that I got it. I thought I had it, but I don't know that I got it. All right. that glue is doing all right there. So I'm going to add a little line of glue there, and I'm going to put a little line of glue down here. And that's wanting to pop up, so alright. We have that. If you put the glue all the way down, your paper clip will not go any further than what you can see right here. Okay, it will not go any further. So you want to keep it at the top. Keep the glue at the top, and I've got it coming out at the bottom, which is probably not good, but it's not a total disaster yet. Alright, so I'm going to turn this over, and I do not know how well the art glitter glue is going to hold this. It may not be the best glue. I may end up having to use like a hot glue gun. Okay, that's upside down, so we're going to turn it around, and I'm going to pop that right there. And if I'm thinking correctly, this should, let's see, that's not going to work. Let's try a regular clothespin. See if I can sneak it in there. Yeah, that's going to work. So let's clip this on in several places so that we can get it to adhere well. And I could also maybe put some string on it if I wanted to. And since I've left it popped up like that, it'll be easy to do. So let me see about what kind of, what I can do. I did see, I was looking at some stuff the other day, and I found these that I had gotten at Christmas time at some point. And I'm thinking that maybe a little bit of that hanging would make you get the feeling of cold. And I think I'll be able to thread that through. Let's pull this part down right here and see if we can get that to go through. Maybe I should, maybe it would have been better to do it before I put the snowflake on, but it was an afterthought, so it's just when a plan comes together, you got to go with it. You got to roll with it, baby. Roll with it. Okay. That being said, this is how we're going to manage that. Okay. I'm going to use 2 of those. And then I've got a little piece of silver. I'm going to cut a couple of those. I hear our weather alarm going off. If you've got really good ears, you probably hear it too. And then I've got this little tiny silver thread that came in some gift wrap, like the gift wrap tacks. We're gonna make a little mini tassel, and that way we'll be able to tie it on without having to struggle to go through that loop. Now that seems like a good plan to me. So I'm going to lay this to the side. We're going to bring this piece over, and it may take just a minute because you know my fingers sometimes work and sometimes they don't. Okay, I am going to clip these together. I just thought I was. Come on, work with me here, work with me. Lord help us. Oh yeah, they're telling us to stay in. It's going to get bad. Like I was going somewhere. I was so grateful I didn't have any appointments today. I had one, and that was to go get my hearing aid battery replaced because it was not working all the time. So he called me on Monday. My appointment was today, and he called me on Monday. He said, "Hey, your stuff's already here. Do you want to come and get it since it's going to be bad on Wednesday?" I said, "Yes, sir. I'll be right there." So I went over and grabbed them, and you know, now my hearing aid's working. It's not beeping and making funny noises at me, which is always good. All right, I'm just putting a square knot on this. I'm not getting real technical with this. And then I'm going to come and I'm going to tie it. I want it to stand to the top. I want it to go out the top. So I'm going to tie it from the top. I'm going to come in from the top. Can you see? All right. We're going to come in. Let's take the bifocals off so we can see what we're doing here. All right. I've got it threaded through. And I'm going to pull it taut, tight, as tight as I can get it, and I'm going to do another square knot. Square knots will hold just about anything, but if you've got a lot of weight on it, you know, I usually do a couple of square knots just to be sure, but they're pretty reliable. All right, and that can become part of the tassel there. Look at that. That did not take very long at all, and I think it's going to work just fine. Let's see how it looks. Make sure my glue up. Nope, glue's not. It's not ready yet. That may take a while. So I'm going to pop that. I'm going to pop the clips back on it, and we'll just have to wait. And I think that I have some little round cards that came with a kids game that I got at a place called the Bins, which is they've closed it now, but it's like an overstock type place where you can go in and buy stuff. They would get a lot of things from like where people had over purchased or whatever, and they got cards in these little boxes for kids, and I thought they were really, really cool. So yeah, they're round cards and they had snowflakes on them, so they were like little surprise packages in little animal shaped boxes. So let me grab a few of those. What happens when you have too much stuff, people? Oh, I know what happens. You can't find it when you need it. And when you don't need it, you know exactly where it's at. I did find something I need for one of my journal pages here. Yep, you heard it. It happened. A cravalanche. All right, here we go. The drawer was stuck, and when I pulled it, the things that were on top of it just fell. So there you have it. Yeah, it was like a little, oh, that one's really cute. It's got snowflakes and, oh, that one does too. Snowflakes on the front and dots on the back. Some of them have animals. That one's a snowflake. So what I'm thinking is maybe maybe I can use these as they are to put under my paper clip. So I can look at these and I can, what would I like to do with them? How would I use them? I don't know. I think I could really write on this. Maybe I could write a poem or something like that. So rather than let this video get too long, I am going to think about what to do and how to do these, and let my paper clip dry so that it's a functional clip. And I'm going to set these to the side because I know I need them. I think the next thing that I want to do is I am going to take my markers and I am going to set this over here. I'm going to make snowflakes. Snowflakes are not hard to make. Start with an X. Let me see if I can move this over without having catastrophe happen. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, these are just plain Crayolas, but make an X, then put a cross through it. Then you come back and you put a little tip, a little mark across the end. You can also do like little dots on the inside. And it makes a pretty cool little snowflake. So I'm going to try to pull some of this purple in. You can put a round. You can do round. And you could put like little lines inside to kind of make it have a little bit more form. Now, I think I need to pull over on this other page and put, I think this one needs a really big snowflake. So we're going to put this big snowflake over here. And I'm going to do circles. And since this one's a big one, I'm going to come in and I'm going to put some little lines in it. And then I'm going to put circles on the tops of those as well. I think I like the ones with the circles. They're kind of my favorites. But that gives you an idea of ways to make little snowflakes, and you know, find things that you already have. These two were let's see, 1, 2, 3. All three of these were vintage. This one did not have a snowman but had deer, but I liked the wintry scene, and with the weather that's coming our way, I think this was a perfect day to sit down and work on this. So I'm going to let you go, and I challenge you, if you're enjoying the cold weather or you're sitting at home and it's very, very cold, you know, instead of getting out and, you know, getting cold or getting chilled, find something to do that warms your heart. If you have not already hit that like button, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, and that way you'll get notifications when a new video is up. It will also help me grow my channel. Right now I've got over 300, I think it's 308 viewers that have subscribed, and I've had over 8,000 views in just it's been almost a year. Well, it has been a year, so I feel like people are watching, and I do appreciate it. And as always, I want you to be well, my friends. I care about you. I know that some of you have struggles as well with health, and our art is our therapy. So get up to your craft area. Go to your craft area and settle in for a little while and have a cozy time crafting. Until next time, be well. Bye bye.